Hey guys, this is Bobby once again here on YouTube, and now I have more of understanding, more and more every day, where the confusion, where a lot of the communication is at with people to each other and with people with disabilities. I realize a lot of it is just a misunderstanding of what people think to understand with people with disabilities. Like say that staff telling the clients to do laundry, they either do it for them or they use excuses of not going to do activity or tell you do your chores. And it's one thing that's your responsibility to a kids, but as adults, we need to learn to behave and act like an adult. So let's say that someone staff have problems with clients and they use excuses of you cannot do this because the manager says so, or because the supervisor says so, or because what other situations circumstances say so. And a lot of that are just excuses. Again, to me, it's very important to understand being honest or tell the truth. And 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 a lot of clients don't understand of where their um, responsibility is at. Hey, I'm gonna cook up my food here. I'm gonna do it my way. You do not have right to tell me how to cook into my house. Or this is where I do my laundry. You're not gonna tell me how to do my laundry. This is why I do my laundry every time I do it. Or this is why I do cleaning. This is why that I do on a daily basis. You're not gonna tell me how to clean the way you want to do it. And a lot of clients do not have responsibility to understand that because they weren't taught and trained to understand it. The reason why I figured all this out from what I've been through, because I've been in a group home and had a staff to let to control my responsibility and treat me like a child and and um we weren't taught properly to understand responsibility because no no one had proper training how to help people with autism or Down syndrome or people that have behavior issues. A lot of circumstances, all we understand is that when we have problems, well, we go to the hospital to take medication. Or we have problems, well, we end up in a group home. And a lot of situations, like I said, they don't do any proper training of how to help people understand. My situation, when I went to school, all I do is go to school, where I was trying to learn understand by a special ed teacher and going home, be cooped up at home, and it frustrated me. And to me, with having ADHD and medication that confused my body, I wasn't in an environment that I can have an opportunity to try to figure out how to grow. Regular kids, they do chores, they go to school, they do their homework, and they hang out with their friends, video games or whatever, and then take responsibility to go to bed and just get up the next morning, either cook their meals or have parents do it for them. And the environment that I was into with a lot of people with disabilities is we always need help 24/7, reliability. People don't think that we understand. People don't think we can understand our behaviors. We need to be medicated, and there are some people that take the right kind of medication, which what give them more responsibility. With people that learn to understand that you can do it, you can accomplish it, and quit whining, quit complaining. I believe in you, and you can do it. You know, and very few are likely to have that kind of opportunities from the family that a friend that believed to them. So again, like to me, as you know, the Karate Kid, Mr. Miyagi helped Daniel with karate, and and unfortunately for me, as hard as trying to find one, to help me out, I didn't have someone as good as Mr. Miyagi would have. I have some friends that trying to put up with me and stick by me, But again, there's a lot of things that I didn't understand because I was in an environment I wasn't able to grow into, And so I had to force learn to put up with what I got, which is not having much for me to grow into. And so we all need someone like Miss Miyagi. And there's only a few people that learn to train themselves and later find a way to help others to be like Miss Miyagi, to help others in a proper way, to helping for the right reason, right standard. And trust can be earned in a big way as being a best friend. So um this is why that when I was off my medication, I tried to understand how to explain just back then when I was off my medication. I had to learn how to do everything. I had to learn how to explain. I had to learn to understand how to put up with things. Learn to survive for myself because I chose to be homeless. And there's a lot of things that I learned to understand now come to explanation, explaining. When I finally found out what my route is at, it was hard to explain at first because I had to learn how to explain where my calling is at. It's just anybody, whether you're a kid or when you start your journey somewhere, something new that people feel called to do or responsibility to do. Everything takes time to learn how to do it. Everything takes time to learn how to explain the situation. Everything takes time to learn how to explain to people or the customer about the situation. So again, this is a rocket scientist, And what I believe, there's certain things you don't have to go to college for. But it's just me saying it, if you use your head, good enough, possibility you can learn to train this on your own. But again, like everything had to follow to the law, to standard. If something is by the law, then I recommend to stick to the law. Um, so what I believe with people, people with disability, if that's the right way to help them, first of all, is to get rid of the fears. What is the fear you need to get rid of? Anger issues, or gimme, or the it's about me, or just buying things for them because they have the money and got someone to buy things for them. It doesn't dissolve the problems, I watched plenty of a show called Super Nannies, and JoJo's the one that trained different family of what's the right way to take her responsibilities, and she does everything by the books and everything that she had done. Fortunately, there's some people that are not gonna agree and they're not gonna do follow what JoJo say. But again, she followed everything by the books, and I think she realized she can't change everybody. It's a really good show if you ever heard about it. I highly recommend that to watch it to understand some responsibility. And something that I saw on the videos, I had did my own uh, training what I've been taught, and it actually works. So again, like everything, had to learn the prospect of what is to train people. There's a wrong way. My way of doing it. I'm gonna take care of you. Don't worry about cooking meals. I got it all for you. And it's not a way of we're gonna work together, and you need some help to do things in a way. Let me train you how to do it. Again, just a lot of people are very skeptical of just having OCD situation, watching just other being brave, or just saying, oh, just scare me, just stopping, just have someone do it for like 1 2 seconds and say you scare me, I can understand that a lot of things have to do with safety issues. Yes, that's understanding. But also, if it's not too dangerous, sometimes it's pointing for people to learn from their mistake, whether they get a small cut or have other issues, or when they fall down, they gotta learn to pick themselves back up. You know, and people that have broken bones or whatever, sometimes it's best for them to have some conscious training of this is what it's supposed to do. So, in my personal opinion, we need to stretch and encourage people that you can do it. This is what it's supposed to do. You fall down, broke your bone. Well, I can help you some, but you gotta do some work, and I'll be make sure that get to your place okay, and get there and take care by the doctor and take you home. I think that's very important training. But as well as it shouldn't be all for nothing. You broke your bone. You take care of yourself. All I can do is just drive you to the hospital and bring you back. To me personally, if people don't have much of training how to do that. That's not a proper way of training of how to handle responsibility. So again, a lot of things with communication is I seen that a lot of lack of it from a lot of people. Excuses is not good, especially with people with disabilities. Um, I can understand that some things that you want to explain to us so that you shut up, and move on without it, And during the long term, that doesn't do anything to help people. I've been, growing in an environment that, I'm wondering why, the wave gets to be so high in the ocean. And my mom had told me there's a pipe there that's doing that. And realized the truth is that that's not the case because it's the wind. So, um, again, like, it's important, not to play the, Mr. Bunny going to take care of you, don't you worry. I have invited Mickey Mouse over. Don't cry. Coming about 15 minutes. Again, it's not the way to handle a problem. Temporary solution is never the answer. So I still have a lot to do onto my end. My place is still a mess, and I finally have been confident enough to buy some things, and not have people stealing things from me or confusing me. Um, I still have a lot to understand of where my other responsibilities at, and I learned to get better. So this is also a reason why I'm not ready for a job yet, and have been almost been 4 years. And so again, like, proper communication, trust, and encourage people to understand responsibility is important. And this is one of the reasons why I want to have this kind of training in the future. So there's a lot of things that I need to figure it out, and a lot of things that could be very sticky and tricky on a lot of circumstances, because sometimes learning to do this right, I gotta be careful how the law and how the coding works. And so then and there's some things that, just because the coding said the way it say, doesn't always mean that's the right way of learning of the permanent situation of what it should train people. And this is one reason why I want to do it for free. But until then, I gotta work on taking care of my responsibilities, and continue to communicate to people. And the hard thing is just taking leadership of my responsibility, and now we're learning to grow up. So if I see people that get into argument, to sometimes learn to just leave it alone. And then sometimes I do stop by saying that, Johnny, it's not good for you to hit Henry. Gotta stop doing that. And there's some things that I've been involved with helping with kids ministry. Um, with one of the church that I'm attending to now. And so anyway, hope that's enough advice for now, and just keep smiling, and just be positive to one another. Don't let negativity get to you, and hope to see you again sometime. See ya. Bye.